With a WWE star frustrated following his return and more, this is Wrestling Hub. My name is John and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official and follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. When asked what represents the most embarrassing moment, Seth Rollins told the Dan Le Batard show, falling on your face like an idiot when you're supposed to be a badass in front of 10,000 people in person and then millions of people watching at home. Not my finest moment. And then trying to recover from that and turn back into this cool badass dude that's going to kick somebody's butt didn't pan out too well. Talking about the current situation in WWE with Sami Zayn potentially becoming champion, Dave Meltzer revealed on Wrestling Observer Radio that Bryan Danielson was supposed to lose the world title in a squash match. Even if they give the title to Sami Zayn, well, I shouldn't say that because this is Vince. If this was Vince and he saw this reaction and he goes, oh, we gotta give it to him, and he's already planning on beating him in 8 seconds at SummerSlam, because that's what Vince did with Danielson, or that's what he was gonna do, but he got hurt first. With Kofi, that's what he did. If Zayn goes in there, then Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley will kill him at SummerSlam. That's where we're probably different, because Triple H might not do it that way. Also on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer touched on WWE creative still using Vince McMahon's style of booking, saying, it's so funny that with Vince created, I would say, a group of writers who do not understand, because like when Tony Khan would have the local guy win, I know some of the writers were like, Tony doesn't even know that you always beat the guy in his hometown for heat. They were taught that there's only one way to do it, even though, it's just Vince and how he does it. There's more than one way to do this business. There's probably 50 correct ways, but because people have only watched one company and one guy's vision, they think all these other ways that are correct are not correct, because Vince never did them. That was one of the ones as far as beating someone in their hometown. Taking to Twitter, former WWE star Mercedes Money posted a trailer for an upcoming documentary about her. Here's the clip.
Man, I can't believe how many people support me in this, and I'm so happy. I've never felt so so happy.
On My Mom's Basement, Cody Rhodes was asked about the pressure of being a locker room leader in WWE as he said, you mentioned John. John's the ultimate role model as far as how he conducted himself, whether it was with the media, with the fans, the good fans, the more unruly fans, everything. He is the ultimate role model. Before he became a bus guy, I got to drive him around a little bit, and he was just talking. I was, in my mind, just writing everything down that he was saying. He was really invaluable as a person to be around. I'm so blown away by how he's doing and what he's doing. I think if you try to copy what he did, everyone's got to do it their own way. I think my style, if I ever was to be somebody that was a locker room leader, would just be to lead by example. I know because as my time in management and being an executive, as beneficial as that was to me and as educational as it was to me, sometimes it's easier to lead by example really versus telling them this is going to work, or being so adamant that they need to do this and need to do this. Everybody is different. There is no true formula for success in sports entertainment and pro wrestling. It's really just you know it when you hear it, when they're reacting, boos and cheers included in that. I think for me, I'll probably do it my way if I ever end in that spot, and I kind of am. But yeah, I'd like to do it my way. I loved how he did it. Dude was in his jean shorts and his shirt all show. When speaking to Ariel Helwani, Cody Rhodes recalled his meeting with Vince McMahon regarding his return to WWE, where Rhodes was asked by Helwani, "Did Vince say anything about the neck tattoo?" Cody responded, "No. There's a fun moment where I had such a great conversation with him. If I had not decided to come back, I still walked out of that meeting with him feeling really good. I brought him the old WWF title to show him because I have it, you know. Dan Lambert gave it to me, and for free, shockingly. But he just made a comment. He goes, you know, we have the best artist and creative services department in the world. We could come up with some new logos for you." And I remember I just leaned in and kind of went like that, showing his tattoo, and showed him, and he did one of those classic laughs. Ha, never mind. That's it. So that's, you know, he knew we really can't change it at this point. This is what it is. And he said something really great that day. I was really, you know, I stood my ground. I said, I don't want to change a thing about myself, including my song. I want to have my elevator. I want all this. And he said something. He goes, well, that's what we're buying. It's not broke. And I thought that feels good because I hadn't figured it out when I was here the first time. Everything was broken, and that was a nice feeling. Speaking about his relationship with Triple H, Cody Rhodes said during that same interview, so far, A+. In terms of not, I hope this isn't too divulgent, nothing has been forced. I'm not trying to force my ideas or a friendship. He's not trying either. Everything he has said to me or we've talked about has been very deliberate. Very much I get the sense that he's expecting me to hit a home run every time. I'm like, okay, I've had great education and great experience. I want to go out there and do that every time. We've yet to really hit a road bump. They're gonna come. I keep using different sports analogies, but we're gonna fumble the ball. We're gonna have these moments. They're gonna come, but right now, it's been a very good relationship because it's not performative, right? It's you call the play, and I'm gonna go out there and try to do the damn thing. I've really enjoyed that because I don't think there was necessarily bad blood, but that was a contentious thing on Wednesdays in a way for a while. If anything, I hope he would look at that and respect the hustle. I don't think I've ever said respect the hustle. Respect what I was out there trying to do, because what I was out there trying to do then was for everybody. Touching on his time in AEW, Cody Rhodes mentioned how his bond with the Elite was put to the test. I had a great relationship with Matt, Nick, and Kenny, still do. It definitely was tested by being young executives. It was tested by having different opinions on wrestling, but our different opinions is what made it strong. That's what made us work. I want to do Crockett and Old School, and they want to do PWG and West Coast, and damn, I loved it. That contention is what made us bond. We're bonded forever because of the things we did. Talking about the incident at the All Out event where a backstage brawl took place between the Elite and CM Punk, Rhodes noted, there were some people texting me, man, you're the smartest guy in the room, and I wanted to write back, F you, man. I don't feel that way. I feel this thing we built got damaged. I just hated seeing that. I don't want that to be erased. I don't want that to go away. I was just bummed out when I saw it. That's not how we envisioned it. Talking about if Cody Rhodes will be headlining Night 1 or Night 2 for WrestleMania 39, Dave Meltzer reported on Wrestling Observer Radio the Cody Rhodes match is closing Sunday night. Also on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer revealed that WWE is not considering having Sami Zayn main event WrestleMania. As he said, they have not been changing. Almost everything I have heard, in fact, everything I have heard, there have been changes from months back, but I would say that a month back, everything happened exactly the same. Unlike every year before WrestleMania, everything was changed in some way. Not big changes, but there was tweaked stuff. Now, there hasn't been. So, they should not beat Sami Zayn. If you're following the ratings tell you. On Superstar Crossover, Karrion Kross spoke about his WWE return where he noted, this is probably unhealthy and I shouldn't say it, but I'm just gonna say it. I actually get really pissed because it's not enough. It's not enough. I haven't reached my full potential yet and people haven't seen my best work yet. I know what I can do, and at this level, you need to be afforded certain types of opportunities, which is difficult with a big roster and only 2 hours of the program. And I know that once I'm afforded that particular shot, because I've been afforded a lot, let's not get it twisted. Once I'm afforded that particular shot to demonstrate what I can really do, what I've done, where people on a major scale haven't seen it, people are gonna be blown away. And I'm gonna fight for that every every single week to get closer and closer to that shot. And I'm being straight with you, I'm being very real. I think you're going to be able to expect compelling storytelling. If I'm granted and a lot of the time to romance the audience and Shakespeare them into what it is that I am very good at doing, which is laying down the foundations of eliciting an emotional response to get people interested in what we're doing, you're going to see some great storytelling. And one of my jobs that I've kind of given to myself is to help fans see different layers of people that maybe they haven't seen before that I'm going to be working with. I like to put people in different situations and circumstances that perhaps they hadn't been in prior to working with me. So that's what they're going to get. During the commercial break on Monday Night Raw, The Miz was still down for the count after his match against Bronson Reed, as the ring crew can be seen working around him. Here's the video. With former WCW star Konnan taking issue with Takeshita paying homage to Eddie Guerrero when performing a frog splash, he said on his podcast, "Well, Takeshita, he's got heat with me, and he's lucky I wasn't in El Paso, because when he went up and he did the Eddie Guerrero thing for the frog splash, you're not Mexican, dude, I don't care. Stick to your nationality." AEW star Miro responded, "I bet you all that Konnan, or whatever his name was, can't last 10 seconds with Takeshita." In some unfortunate news, the father of Jeff Jarrett and pro wrestling promoter Jerry Jarrett has passed away, as Dutch Mantel wrote. I'm hearing reports that my friend and longtime booker/promoter Jerry Jarrett died this morning in Tennessee. I last saw him last year when we did the Vice show, The Territories, in Atlanta. Very creative booker. Condolences to Jeff, Deborah, and the Jarrett family. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.